Happy Wednesday, happy weekend, Knicks Nation. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend today. I hope you are safe and healthy today, and that your family is safe and healthy, and that you're enjoying your weekend with your family, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field and those who work with first responders to save lives every day, those that pick up garbage, keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are helping to rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. Those helping the victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators of these things and the profiteers of these things and those perverts that create the great demand for these things. Double blessings on the homeless. More than 600,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, and veterans, even today, homeless on the streets of the United States of America. Millions around the world, similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Welcome, chat. Richard Vance, Stephen Kelly, my brother, Gorilla Jakes, Andrew Abraham. What's up, Nancy? Miss Nancy Stevenson, Jeremy Nussbaum, Superstar, Margaret Edwards, J.R. Costa, my man, Lee Thomas, Guilford McCormick, Yuri Ark, Jermaine Royster. Welcome to all of you on this Sunday. Craig Ward, what's up? Corey Lindsay, I owe Jalen Brunson an apology. Richard Baptiste, I saw the stats from the game before I actually watched the game. And when I saw the stats, I saw one of the things that popped out at me, but the Knicks only had 19 assists. And then I looked at Jalen Brunson. He had 5 assists and he took 23 shots. And I'm saying to myself, dude must have been hogging the ball. They weren't moving the basketball. They had a lot of bad possessions, and that's why they lost the game. Then I actually watched the game. And man, was I wrong. I was completely wrong. But first of all, let us take this whole week into consideration and understand that the Knicks finished the week 2-2. They played 4 games in 7 days this past week, including a back-to-back last Sunday and Monday, as we know. And then they played against Toronto, I think it was, on Wednesday. And then we know they lost to the Timberwolves on Friday, and they finished 2-2. So they played 500 ball for the week. And what I remembered from watching the Toronto game, and I think I said it during the following day's video, is that for about 2.5 quarters, the Knicks played good defense in a complete game against Toronto. Now, that was good enough to still beat Toronto. Yesterday, or should I say Friday, they were playing a better team in Minnesota, and they actually played good defense for 3 quarters and about 3 minutes. So I'd say for about 39 minutes, they played good defense. Then the defense broke down, and it wasn't just one guy. It was, they always are picking on Brunson, but OG did not play. He did not sustain the high-level defense that we know he's able to play. Neither did Mikal Bridges. They did not sustain the high-level defense that they're able to play. And, of course, Brunson was getting attacked, and my man Josh Hart was getting beat up. Poor guy. During the game. And give the Wolves credit. Somebody was telling me it was a Juju apologist. And I understand that. Everybody got their favorite players. I do too. But you don't have to down other players to make a point about your favorite guy. So he was saying that Ant been exposed and he's overrated. And I was like, that's a bunch of BS. Ant is the real deal Holyfield. And he showed it against the Knicks Friday night. Ant's the real deal Holyfield. He is indeed Baby Jordan. And if you can't see that, I can't help you. Okay? That boy could ball. Period. End of story. Bottom line. He could straight up ball. And I love, he is a definite hoodie Hebrew. There's no doubt about it. If y'all recall, last spring when they were playing Denver and they eliminated Denver, in the playoffs last year. If you recall, they were down. They were down. They were one game from elimination, and they asked Ant, "What you think about this game is important?" He said, "We see you mofos on Sunday in Denver." He said, "We gonna see you motherfuckers in Denver on Sunday," and of course they did. He wasn't playing either. So yeah, Ant is cool, man. I like him. I like his attitude. He come correct. He don't hold back, and he balls his brains out. The boy can ball. Somebody talking about he overrated and he's been exposed. Like, what the hell you seeing, man? This boy could ball. So he did it, against the Knicks Friday. Obviously, they came and did it. Nas Reed come off the bench and was hitting. I don't know. I think he hit 3 3-pointers. So they earned that win. Period. They earned the win. Okay. Now, let me just review real quickly the importance of Mitchell Robinson. Now we know the importance of Gato. I mean, as I put in the description box, the Knicks are 2-3 in games in which Gato Grande does not play. So out of the 5 games he has missed, they're 2-3. So they definitely struggle when he's not playing. Deshaun Wilson, welcome. King Ribby, what's up? Who else I missed? Van Demio, what's up? Richard Baptiste, Angril, Wiz Chop, what's up, y'all? So they definitely are weakened without him. Okay. This is the thing. Let's assume, I don't like to do this often, but let's make a hypothetical. Let's assume Mitchell Robinson is fully healthy. And for whatever reason, Gato is not. And so they end up starting Mitchell Robinson at the 5 when he comes back. This is hypothetical. They could still win it. They could still win it all. It will be a different style of Knicks, but they could still take it all with that. If everybody else, all the other things being equal, they playing, everybody else is playing, they could still take it all. And why? When you have Mitchell Robinson, okay, and he is the guy at the 5, the perimeter guys can overplay. They can run guys off the 3-point line. They can overplay on the 3-point line because they all know that they got an equalizer in the paint, right? So, and that's what like Minnesota does because they got Rudy Gobert, right? And other teams that have a rim protector like that, they do it. They have a rim protector and they can push harder on the perimeter, take more chances because they know they got an equalizer behind them. Gato is not that. He's not that dude. Okay, and he's not saying he's not a terrible defender. He's not. Somebody tries to say he can't be. That's not true. If you're comparing him to Mitchell Robinson as far as a rim protector, no, he's not Mitchell Robinson. But he is more than adequate as a rim protector and as a defender at the 5. Okay, but you cannot win. The Knicks cannot win if they're missing both Gato and Mitchell Robinson. They're not going to go far. Okay, so they're not going to go far. They have to have one of those guys healthy, and if they have both of those guys healthy, that's what I'm looking to see. If you get both of those dudes healthy, what? It's on then. See, so right now. They got the Knicks put it this way. Let me ask y'all, let's people like to point out the Knicks as if they're the only team in the world with the same problem that every other team really has. So let me ask you, do you think if Jason Tatum went down, the Celtics could go all the way? Do you think if Donovan Mitchell went down for Cleveland or Darius Garland, can Cleveland take it all? Do you think if Ant wasn't playing for Minnesota, if Ant is out for the season, can Minnesota win it all? If Luka Doncic is out for Dallas, can they win it all? Look, shoot, let's give them Luka. Let's say they don't have Kyrie Irving. Can they win it all? No. If Oklahoma City, which is right now, in my opinion, the best team in the NBA, if they lose SGA for any significant time, they are done. I don't care what. And they got a really good team. But if they lose SGA for any significant time, they done. Okay, so every team is in the same position in that there are guys you cannot win without. Okay, there are guys you just can't win without. So if the Knicks are missing Gato, they can't win. If they get Gato is out, but they got a healthy, which we're going to assume he's going to be 100% healthy when he comes back, Mitchell Robinson, they can still win. But if you're missing Gato and Robinson, you got no chance. It's over. Okay, it's over. But what we're really talking about is if they get Gato and Robinson. That's a problem for the NBA. If you get Gato and Robinson, now you got a problem. The NBA does. See? So that's what I'm saying. So the likelihood, though, is that we'll get them both, right? I mean, they're resting Cat when they need to. And I have no problem with Cat sitting out Friday. I had no problem with that at all. We lose the game. Okay, fine. The Knicks were right there for 3 quarters and 3 minutes. They were right there. And Minnesota was shooting the lights out. I mean, look at Minnesota, man. You look at Minnesota. Minnesota hit 55% from the 3-point line. You had Anthony Edwards with 8 3-pointers, and you had Nasri 6 for 6 from 3. And they were still right there until the fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, no. So they could lose. OKC could lose Chet and still win. They could actually, this is how good they are. Look, they lose Chet and Hartenstein, and they still win. Because the third dude is J-Dub, and J-Dub is solid. He ain't like them other two, but he's more than good enough with the team they got that they can still run. But if you lose SGA, you that's it. You finish. That's it. Okay, you done. Right? So every team has that guy that if you lose this one guy, your whole house of cards collapses. Every team has that guy. Okay, Oklahoma is in a much better position than anybody else in that they could lose Chet and they still win with Hartenstein. They could lose Hartenstein and they still win with J-Dub. They still good. Okay, especially if they got everybody else. They got Caruso. They get of course SGA and the rest of them cats. They still good, man. They still good. Right. So that's what I'm talking about. By the way, did y'all see the highlight of Zion's 2-hand dunk on homie from Utah? I mean, Zion, the dude from New Orleans, the guy that used to play for San Antonio, he is terrible, man. He was like, he said, you can get baptized on other days except other than Sunday. Because Zion, he said that Zion put one down on that boy's head. Man, I saw that highlight. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dang. They are a different team when he is healthy and he plays. That's what I'm saying. They don't even need Brandon Ingram. If you got a healthy Zion, New Orleans can win the West. Just with him. Okay? Just the same team, and you got healthy Zion. That's a different team. See? That's a different team. Never mind Brandon Ingram. But if you even get Brandon Ingram, that'd be even more. But with Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy III, all of them cats they have that they regularly have, them cats are rough because I think he had 20-something and 14 boards, some craziness. You get a healthy Zion over there in New Orleans, and that's why all of the people pining for him to come to New York, y'all crazy. What GM or president of basketball operates is going to let that boy out they sight? I mean, seriously. Hell no. You pay him, you get personal trainers, you do whatever you need to do to get him under 270, under 270, and you put him out there. You put him out there. So, damn, because they're a different team when he plays, and that's what we're talking about right now. So, are the Knicks a different team without Cat? Yes, definitely. Different team. Okay. But if you have a healthy Mitchell Robinson and he is there and he gonna play, you put him in there. Now you looking for him to play like 50 games. You good. You still good, especially with the rest of the squad. But if you get Gato and Mitchell Robinson, it's gonna be rough then. The Knicks gonna be rough. So here, right now, yeah, they struggling to play 48 minutes of defense. That's really what it comes down to. I don't know what they need to do. Forget the trade market. We don't need to be dealing with that right now. They need to work within their team and figure out how to play 48 minutes of defense. They did it for 3 quarters and a little bit Friday. They did. I was trying to find fault with them. I'm watching the game. They're moving the basketball. I'm watching them move the basketball. I'm waiting for the time when I thought Jalen Brunson would try to stake over and hog the ball. He didn't do it. And I was just watching. I'm saying, man, they're moving the ball. They playing good defense. They switching. They doing nice stuff, man. Then all of a sudden, and still, Minnesota was hitting some dynamic shots. I mean, there go, man. He was hitting some really big shots, especially Ant. Ant was out of control. He was a problem. Nas Reed had open looks, and that was not good. Most of them came late in the game. That was not good. But they Michael Everhart, let's not pick ass heads over something like that. If they lose SGA, they done. Come on. Come on, man. If they lose SGA, they done, bro. That's it. They can't lose. They cannot lose Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and win a championship. No, they cannot. I don't give a crap who they have. They can't do it. Okay? Yeah. But the Knicks need to learn how to play 48 minutes of defense. That's really what it is. It's not even the offense. It's 48 minutes of defense. Tindra, you ask a question that many people ask, and I'm not going to try to pick on you, but I want y'all to just think about this for 1 second before you announce some dumbass trade. Why the hell would New Orleans trade Herb Jones for a third string center? Why the hell would you think they would even think about doing that? Why would you even mention that? Why would that even be a thing? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Ugh. And then you're talking as if this is damn NBA 2K. You know, Herb Jones makes way more money and then this cannot bring back more than they send out. Somebody was saying something similarly idiotic. I was like, wait, what? Anyway. Yeah, exactly. So it was like, we need to go pick up this one. I said, I want Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, also, but just like, oh, that's what it was. We should trade Jericho Sims for either Tari Eason or what was the other one? It was Tari Eason or the other rookie that real talented Cam something that they got, Whitmore. And I was like, I would like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but just like Whitmore and Eason, they're not available. So why are we even mentioning that? Like, that's not even a possibility. It's not something we should think about. It's just space being wasted. Good afternoon, Coach House. It's like, what the hell? Anyway. Woo! So before you start throwing out trade scenarios like it's NBA 2K, think about what you're saying, please. Herb Jones for Jericho Sims. That's a deal, David. What's his name? Griffin? David Griffin. Definitely make that deal. What? Sure. Oh, gosh, man. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, what was I saying? So, yes, we got to figure out how to play 48 minutes of defense, of high-level defense. The Knicks have to do that. I don't know. I think maybe my personal thing would be you have to give Deuce more minutes and give Brunson less minutes. Not saying you're benching Brunson, but I'm saying you could give Deuce about 5 more and give Brunson about 5 less. You could do that. I think that would help because actually I was looking at it today. When the 5-man combination of Deuce, Gato, Hart, it was Deuce, Gato, Hart, who else? Let me see. I tell you, it was Deuce, Gato, Hart, the 5-man combination. Let me just make sure I get it right. And let's see. Yeah, it was Deuce, Towns, Hart, Brunson, and Anunoby plus 35. That's man, that's something else. Plus 35. And let me see here. You got, let me see, Towns, Payne, McBride, Hart, and Bridges plus 33. The starting five, the regular starting five is plus 4. But when you put Towns with McBride and Hart, something magical happens, man. I mean, they got plus 11, plus 33, plus 25. You know, thank you, Aaron Roberts. Appreciate that, man. But so I'm thinking you really, if you want to improve the defense, I'm thinking you want to have Hart with Deuce a little bit more on the floor. And for some reason, when you add Towns and Bridges to that, Towns and Bridges is better than even Towns and Anunoby for whatever reason. But yeah, so I don't think that's the way I would have more defensive units on the floor for more minutes. That's what I'm saying. If I was Tibbs, I would look at that. Yeah. I would have more defensive units. I think at crunch time, Hart, Deuce, Bridges, and Anunoby and Towns are probably your best defensive unit. And then, of course, when Mitchell Robinson comes back, you throw him in there with any of those guys, it's going to be on right there. Andrew Abraham is a good question. He asked, why hasn't Shamet played? And that is a very good question. I cannot answer it. What did he play against the Timberwolves? Did he play at all? He did not. He said DNP CD. He got DNP. I have no idea why Landry Shamet is not playing. I didn't think he was doing that badly, that he should be sitting. But there's always something that we don't know about. At this point, for the last 2 games, Shamet has been out of the rotation. For the last 2 games, right? He did not play. He got DNP CD Friday, and I think he was DNP CD Wednesday. I think, but we'll see. I'm not sure. And they don't have, and Shamet is not on the injury list. If I'm looking at the Knicks injury list, I don't see Landry Shamet on there. In fact, I don't see Josh Hart on there either, which is really good news because he got banged up a lot yesterday. Cat is on there. He went through a full practice, is what the report says. He went through a full practice today, Sunday. Cat did. So he probably going to play tomorrow. But other than that, you just got Mitchell Robinson and McCullough that's on the, and McCullough's been on there every time. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Shamet. I'd be guessing. I have to say though, I don't think it's his play. I don't think he pissed Tibbs off. Because that will get you a seat for a minute too, especially if you're not one of his guys. But I don't think he did anything to piss Tibbs off. That why he's not playing. But daggone Payne was 18 points in like less than 7 minutes the other day. Daggone. Payne was bringing it. He was bringing it, man. Cam was bringing it. Daggone. And the bench, everybody's always counting how many points the bench gets. I think the bench scored 28 points on Friday. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. They scored 28 points on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure they did. Deuce needs to shoot more, in my opinion. He needs to shoot the ball more. He got 6 shots. Cameron Payne had 10 shots. Precious had 10. They scored 28 points on Friday. And they need to take more shots. I think they need to take more shots. Yuri Ark. Tibbs doesn't go always game to game, like change up things based on the game. He has a schedule. And he pretty much sticks to that schedule. So he had a schedule, and in his schedule, the starters come in the fourth quarter. There's a certain point at which all your starters come back in the fourth quarter. He generally sticks with that. That's generally what he does. Now, should he change that? I've seen him change it in the past. I mean, he has. He hasn't done it 100% of the time. But Payne was on fire. There's no doubt. Payne was out of control, man. Payne was out of control Friday. He was really nuts, man. He was going nuts on Friday. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a bad guess. Outlaw comedian says because Shamit's not shooting well enough. That's a bad guess. Shamit was signed to be a shooter. His defensive prowess was the surprise. He is signed to be a shooter. And as Payne has went through and Deuce has went through shooting slumps and they just shot through it, he would allow Shamit to do the same thing. So I don't think that's the case. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's because he's not shooting well why he's not playing. Yes, I don't know, but we'll see. But anywho, so we got another back-to-back. We got a game tomorrow at 3:00 against the Leprechaun in them, and you know how that's going to go. This is going to be interesting. And then they go to Brooklyn, which is really another home game. They go to Brooklyn Tuesday. Salute nice. They go to Brooklyn on Tuesday. You can't forget. Yeah, Campaign was doing some business on Friday. There's no doubt. He was out of control Friday. I was like, daggone, man. He gave me, and then they were playing good defense. They were playing good defense for, like I said, for more than 3 quarters. The Knicks really were playing good defense yesterday for most of the game. They just broke down at the end, and that was it. You're saying that Boston lost yesterday to the Leprechaun in them? Did they? Let me see. Did they really? Let me take a look at that. They sure enough did. 119 in overtime. 119 to 115. Ooh, they lost to the Leprechaun in there. Wait a minute. Who played? Jason Tatum played 38 minutes. Brown played Jason Tatum played 43 minutes. Brown played 43 minutes. Derek Wright played 43 minutes. Peyton Pritchard played 33 minutes, and them fools still lost to the Leprechaun in there. Ooh, and they didn't even have. I don't think they had the young stud at the 4, the guy that they got there. Ooh, dang, that's a bit of an upset, I would say. What y'all think? I think that's a bit of an upset. So wait, let's take a look at the standings now. So the Celtics, the Knicks, man, they needed to win that game against Minnesota, but we 2.5 games from the Celtics right now in the second seed. 2.5 games from the Celtics right now. They're gone. 2.5 games from the Celtics in the second seed. It'd be nice to win this game tomorrow against the Leprechaun. It'd be nice because then we'd be, 2 games behind. I don't understand why people. So Nice asked a question. I'm still trying to understand why did Tibbs bench Payne? First of all, it wasn't a benching. Payne is not a starter. And I think I already said Tibbs has a pattern. He always puts his starters in the fourth quarter, regardless of what's going on. He puts his starters in the fourth quarter. And if he feels he needs defense, he'll bring Deuce in. And he'll usually switch defense for offense with Deuce. That's what he does all the time. He doesn't say, Payne is hot today. Let's leave him in the fourth quarter. He doesn't do that. He puts his starters in. I knew it was going to come down to that. See, there's always an agenda. So that was brought up so that somebody said, that's not good coaching. Tibbs knows more in the tip of his penis about coaching than you know in your whole body. So stop trying to talk about what good coaching is. You want to get me started? Come with this Tibbs don't coach stuff. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Shit. Tibbs, that's not good coaching. Spoken by the true Heineken guy in his damn living room with his Doritos in one hand and Heineken in the other, with his big ass fat stomach, going to talk to Tibbs about what good coaching is. Go back to your goddamn high school and talk to them. There's always an agenda. And somebody was like, "Well, did you see what Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce?" And I said, "Wait. So you got 2 has-beens and Paul Pierce with that gaudy ass fake chain that he had on when they played the Celtics earlier, and Paul Pierce wouldn't have won no championship if Tibbs wasn't his assistant coach teaching their ass how to play defense. They wouldn't have won no championship." So he get his one ass ring, and he gonna talk about they need to go to Tibbs and tell them they playing too many minutes. Oh, you coach. Church league don't count. Amateur. You don't coach no NBA, McCall. I don't give a damn what you think you coach. Don't come in here to, you know. And I coach. Like I give a damn if you coach. Get the hell out of here. I coach. And I coach. Dead gone. Because you take a crap that make you a hemorrhoid? This is what you acting like. You ain't joking. So, yeah. So Paul Pierce got his only ring now. With Tibbs was the defensive coordinator for ball, the defensive coordinator. And that happened to be the only ring ever since Doc Rivers won that ring. What Doc won since? Doc had in his prime what's CP, right? He had DeAndre Jordan in his prime. What they call him? Lob City. And then he went to Philly, had Joel Embiid and whoever. The chip he got was with Tibbs was on his staff. Blake Griffin, right. And all of a sudden now Tibbs not a good coach because he should have played campaign in the fourth quarter. That's the agenda. Come on, man. No, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to tell you. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Y'all could disagree or agree, but haven't I been pretty clear that this channel is Tibbs Hive? Like, I think I've been pretty clear about that. Like, I don't think that's like somebody that comes to this channel regularly would have to guess if I'm favoring Tom Thibodeau or not. Like, right? Like, this is. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. So if you come in my channel and you're going to tell me what Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett said about Tibbs, and this is supposed to what? Oh my God. They said it? Oh my God. That's going to change Tibbs Hive? What? I was like, what is your agenda? What do you think is going to happen with you with that? What do you think you're going to get from that? Yeah, that's it. That's it, President. Trade Tibbs for Doc. That's it. There. Doc's now in Milwaukee with one of the greatest players. Can we agree that Giannis Antetokounmpo is probably top 5 on the planet as far as great players, right? Right? He's one of the greatest players on the planet. And where's Milwaukee right now? Let me see now. Where's Milwaukee at? Milwaukee's in the 4th seed behind our New York Knicks by 2.5 games. There you go. You know, the way I look at it is the Knicks went the week, including the back-to-back, 500. All right. Should they do better? Yes. I agree they should do better. But is it the end of the world? No, it's not the end of the world. And one of those losses was without Cat. Okay. One of them was with Cat. Okay. Thing is, it is what it is. And so, as I said, if you look at the Knicks, on a nightly basis, they have a set system where players know what time they're coming in and what time they're coming out. They know this. Like, Deuce don't have to be called by Tibbs to go into the game. He knows what time he goes in the game. When it's Precious' turn to go into the game, he goes to the scores table. He knows what time he's going to go in the game. They all have that. Well, one of those things is in the fourth quarter, all the starters come back. That's what, unless somebody's hurt or in foul trouble, all the starters come back. That's exactly how he runs the team. Okay. Yeah, they've been saying that Khalid Pasha, I don't know, 5 years now. When's somebody going to figure out that that's not the case? I mean, how many years do they have to do the same thing? You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. Tomorrow, the Leprechaun. And they just beat Boston, which means they must be balling. What is their last 10, the Leprechaun and them? Let me see. Ooh, last 10, they 6-4. They done won 3 straight. Yes, they have been balling. The Leprechaun and them been balling, man. Who's on the injury report? Let me see. Let me see what they got. Larry Nance is out. Oh, the rookie is out. Zakari Richache. I think I said it right. Zakari Richache. I could not say that French toast boy name. Zakari Richache is out for the next 2 games. Got a thigh problem. And it looks like Larry Nance is out when underwent hand surgery on January 2nd. I don't think we played against Larry Nance this year. I don't think so. But Risache has been killing us. Jalen Johnson's been killing us. He's going to be in there. Daggone, man. You know what? The Knicks, I would say the Knicks are due to beat the Leprechaun. They beat us, right? Twice already this year, right? Right? The Leprechaun and them done beat us twice already this year. The Knicks are due to beat the Leprechaun. Just like we beat Orlando and we were due to beat them, for them to beat us. And they beat us last Monday. So, yeah. So the Leprechaun and them done beat us twice. You know, Nance out for the season. Larry Nance. Okay. That I'm just looking at the injury report. They say he's gonna be out. They'll reevaluate him in 2 weeks. He had hand surgery on January 2nd. That's what they said here, and that's what BSPN reported here, that he had hand surgery on January 2nd. Right, and Grill, I agree with you. I agree with you. And Grill is saying we don't need Jalen Brunson trying to force the issue against Dyson Daniels. It is quite evident that Dyson Daniels can guard him. I mean, it is quite evident Dyson Daniels can guard him. So what would we expect? Well, let me ask you all a question. So since we know Dyson Daniels is the Brunson kryptonite, right? So one thing, I would expect Josh Hart to set up the offense tomorrow. Right? Is that correct? So I would think Josh Hart gets the ball in the backcourt, sets up the offense for the Knicks. Right? I would think that. I would expect that they're going to be a million picks, Brunson off ball, to get him open looks that he can hit, open shot. He's very good at hitting open looks now, Jalen Brunson, right? Very good spot-up shooter, right? I'm not exaggerating if I said it. So we want more picks. We want to run Dyson Daniels to a million picks and let him try to keep up with Big Head. I didn't give him the Big Head name. That was Josh Hart. Josh Hart came in there with that giant hat, right? And they said, what is up with the hat? And he said, well, there were 3 sizes. They said they had small, medium, and large, and then they had Brunson. And he said, it's not my fault. You got a big head. You got a big head. Then he said, and that's all I'm going to say about that. You got a big head. Oh, God, those 2, man. Like I said, they funnier than Abbott and Costello, those 2, man. So big head, got to let Hart dribble the ball up. Big head, got to run off the picks and get his open looks that way. I like that. It would be nice if OG doesn't have his Ray Charles glasses on because he's going to get open looks. It would be nice if Mikal Bridges doesn't have his Ray Charles glasses on. It would be nice. It would be nice. It would be very nice. Did y'all see, though, honestly, the defense of Precious? Precious was playing some defense, man. Precious been playing defense like this whole week. He getting into his defensive groove right now. Precious getting, and you coming in, you think because he only 6'8", he ain't gonna block your mess up against the backboard. No, you got another thought coming. He gonna do it. My goodness, I think how many blocks did he have? He was something else, man. He had a big block in the 3rd or the 4th. I was like, Precious coming the ball. Precious had 3 more blocks against Minnesota. Can you imagine putting Precious out there with Mitchell Robinson? Yo, y'all, don't worry. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Don't worry. Help is on the way. And Josh Hart is going to be just as important coming off the bench as he is starting right now. Just as important, just as influential, just as big for the Knicks. He's going to probably play more minutes coming off the bench, right? But boy, we got something coming for y'all. We got something coming. Yeah, right. And not only that, Michael Everhart. Have you seen him now? He's putting the ball on the floor and going to the basket. Pressure. He's been putting the ball on the floor. Now, if he starts doing that regularly, we're gonna be in good shape. We're gonna be in good shape. We really are. Yeah. Margaret Edwards is right. Precious is playing for his next contract. He really is. And that works to our advantage. Yes, I said that before the season started. He gonna be balling because he's trying to get this money for next summer. He's trying to get this money. Somebody need to give Precious the full mid-level exception. What y'all think? Please give this young man the full mid-level exception next summer. Give him 4 years, 40, 4 years, 45, something like that. Give this young man his money. He got it coming. Give this Judah his money. He got it coming. Give it to Judah. He earned it. And he going to continue to ball. Precious Achiuwa. I love that boy. He could ball, man. And he has been playing some defense, man. So, yeah, put the ball on the floor on him. He has hit open threes. And he's playing defense. Come on. Let's keep this up. Keep this up. Yeah. So I don't know what Shamit's situation is. I did not see anything that was awfully bad about him that says he should sit. So there's something going on. Sometimes, if you know Tibbs, sometimes he just shortens his rotation because he just decides to do it. Especially second half of the season. Y'all know he does that, right? Sometimes you think, oh, he's got 10 guys, and all of a sudden he's playing 8. I mean, even Payne didn't play 10 minutes Friday. He played 7 minutes or less Friday. Even Payne, right? Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Shamet. I expected him to be I thought Tibbs would favor him over Payne, and he still might. We'll see. What is this, game 43, 42, something like that? We'll see. We'll see what happens. All of a sudden, Shamet come off the bench, and he'll hit 18 points in 7 minutes. I mean, it could happen like that. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. No one is playing okay except Josh and Kat. David Haas, I think you must have mistaken this for a Nets channel. You must have. Or maybe you mistook it for a Celtics channel. David Haas? No one is playing okay except Josh and Kat? The hell are you talking about? Shamet is balling. You put Michael Everhart. Michael Everhart is playing the role today of counselor. And he counsels you to put that damn weed down and stop smoking it. He counsels you. Put the weed down. I don't know what you're saying, man. Yeah, Jakes, I agree with you, man. Yeah, definitely. And I feel that's due also. So let's see what happens. But I think all of us agree, most of us, right, that tomorrow we should expect to see Josh Hart initiating the offense tomorrow. We should expect to see that in combination with Brunson running Dyson through like 1 million picks tomorrow. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, Walter White. Heisenberg said, that ain't even a pipe. He said, that's a pipe problem. Heisenberg said, that's a pipe problem. Yeah. Y'all rough. Knicks Nation could get rough in here. I was trying to look at the schedule and see if I could go to another game this year, but I ain't see one. Yes, Aberhart. Clyde noticed. Clyde said, listen, because Mike Bree said, oh, he getting it. Clyde said, I don't care. At least he's shooting. Clyde said, at least he's shooting. That's true. I like that confidence. He's starting to get a little bit more confident. Oh, that's a good question. Nancy Stevenson, that is an excellent question. She asked, who is the refs for this next game? That's a good question. Who is scheduled? Let me see. Who is scheduled to referee the Knicks against Atlanta on Martin Luther King Day? Let's see. Referee assignments. Which one of these jokers are we going to get this one? Let's see. I don't know. It's not saying here. 9 a.m. They say the schedule. Oh, this is what it is. The schedule comes out at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we won't know until tomorrow at 9 o'clock who's reffing the game. Yeah. Is that what Helen Keller? Helen Keller. Are you serious, Tendra? There's a referee named Helen Keller. You know Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Oh, by the way, I didn't even know this until today. Rest in peace, Wizard. Okay. Rest in peace, Wizard. The Wizard passed away 4 days ago. You all know who the Wizard is from Mount Vernon, right? Gus Williams. He's my favorite player at one point. The Wizard passed away at age 71 or something like that. And I did not know until I looked up his obituary that Ray Williams passed away in 2013. I didn't even know that. Ray Williams died of cancer, the younger brother of the Wizard. I didn't even know that. They was both from Mount Vernon. Ray Williams played for the Knicks, of course. The Wizard played and won a championship with the Seattle Supersonics. Okay. Charles Lasseter, please stop smoking crack. It is not good for you. It is not good for you. Stop. The Knicks didn't miss out on Richards. Apparently, they just lost interest. How about that? And apparently, they believe in Mitchell Robinson when you don't. Why don't you go back to the Nets? Go back to Brooklyn. Go back to Brooklyn. Root for that. Root for the Nets. Go to spring training. Root for the Yankees. But get the hell out of here. We can't trust Mitch. Can't trust your dumb ass. Anyway. Edwin Torres is making tomorrow's game a playoff game. It's going to define the season. It's a must win. Torres, you putting some cojones up there, man. Why are you making this so important? This is just game 43 or whatever. I would like to win. I know. But somebody said something to me. I don't know which one of y'all says to me. Said, get a boy a chance. And I listened to the replay of the game yesterday, and I listened to Mr. Banjo, and I said to myself, okay, get a boy a chance. He getting his little paycheck for his Friday night Knicks thing. Fine. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's just let him do his thing. I prefer, have you all noticed, they're playing a little bit more DMX at MSG. In fact, when they first get ready to introduce the starting five, they play what is it? Stop, drop, open up shop. Rough Rider. They play Rough Rider. They play Rough Rider when they first, they come out with that first. So they could come out with their Friday night Knicks, but when they get ready to do the starting five, they come out with Rough Rider. So that's cool. I'm cool with that. Let the boy earn his money, man. Let the Banjo boy earn his money. I can't hate on him, man. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Earn your dough. Earn your dough, man. Earn your dough. Oh, hold on. I got to make a quick call with y'all here. I got a lady delivering some food today, and she delivering some grub. We getting some Spanish grub today with 4 o'clock. We got people's coming. I don't know what she calling. Nah, I can't eat no pizza. Pizza don't like me, Andrew Abraham. I need to stick with protein. She ain't answering the phone. Whatever. But nah, I got to stick with protein, man. I can't have no carbs like that. The only carbs I have on a regular basis is wine. That's it. I got to stick with the protein, man. You got to stick with beef, chicken like we having today. Stick with that. I can't even have the beans and rice and the platanos. I got to stick with the protein. Is what it is, man. Oh, you say that, for instance, should make a point and go for 60. Yeah, that'd be nice if you went for 60. Yeah, we getting some pollo today. It's from Pio Pio. If you're in Florida, you know Pio Pio. Pio Pio do this Colombian and it's what is it? Colombian and Peruvian pollo. Man, they do a job on it too, man. They do a job on it. They really do. They do a nice job on it. So it looks like Gato's going to play tomorrow. So that's good news. Gato's going to play tomorrow. It looks like Risache, Pinochet. It looks like that boy is out tomorrow. Yeah, Pio Pio is nice. Isn't the microphone? Pio Pio do the job, man. There's a place we go to in Virginia. It was called Chicken Latino. Chicken Latino is all that in the book. All that. Yeah. So, yeah. I can't have no platano, man. I can't have no platano. Can't have no beans, no rice. To me, it's just. The other day, I did have chili with some beans in it, though, so it was all right. But anyway, Pio Pio's bringing us the pollo. I did put her in the gates. I don't know why she's calling me, but anyway, we'll check out. That was in Fairfax County, Virginia. We was in Fairfax County, Virginia, and I lived in Centerville. This is, if you know Virginia, it's about 35 minutes outside of DC. And we was in Centerville, and we had chicken Latino. Man, it was good. That chicken was good. And we could go. I was 5 minutes from where I was. 5 minutes from my house. You just walk in. Yeah, about 45 minutes, I guess, from the DMV. Yeah. We're picking the phone. Assume she's gonna be here at 3 o'clock, like she said. Yeah, but Chicken Latino is. They have several of them, but they call them different names. One is Chicken Latino. There was another Latino Pollo or something like that in Herndon, and then we had that one. Then in Northern Virginia, out there in McLean, there was a different one. They were all the same style, though, that Latino Peruvian chicken. Fredericksburg. Oh, okay, Fredericksburg. That's a little bit south, right, from what we're talking about. I love milkshakes, Corey Lindsay, but they don't like me, so I don't do too many milkshakes. I try to stay low sugar, low carb, high protein. I don't do it perfectly. Like I said, I still like my sangria, which I'm gonna have some today. But I like my sangria. That's my indulgence. I would say that's probably it. But I stick with the protein, and of course, I eat fruit, like fruit, bananas, pears, apples. I stick with the fruit. Yeah. Oh, is that right? Where is that at, Coach Hauser? Chico Rico? I never heard of that. That sounds like a Kissimmee joint. Where is that at? That sounds like a Kissimmee joint. Kissimmee's like little Puerto Rico. I think it might be a Kissimmee joint. Oh, it's in the DMV? Okay. Chico Rico? I got to remember that one. Yeah, man. They got some good chicken over there. So when I go see my daughters, we be loading up. My daughters already know. They go get it for us. They got a new Jamaican spot here in Leesburg. I haven't checked it out yet. Jamaicans put too much sugar in their stuff, though. Their best foods are filled with sugar. But I do like where they get the patties, though. The beef patties, the chicken patties, them things good. But they put that cocoa bread. It's so good, but it's so bad for you, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, you are, Michael? Okay. Yeah. We're not that far. When I go to visit my children, we're not that far from the DMV. In fact, where we are is considered part of the DMV. That is the district, Maryland, Virginia. Yeah. So, yeah, the cocoa bread, so good, man. You wrap that mess in there, man. Yeah. So anyway, today we having the Peruvian Colombian style. I'm waiting for my girl Maria to bring this mess over. We got 5 whole chickens because we're gonna have 10 people over, 8 to 10 people today. I told y'all the Pistons was. I told y'all the Pistons was coming. I told y'all that. I knew the Pistons was coming. I knew the Pistons was coming. I told y'all that. Don't sleep on Cade. I told y'all Cade was that dude. I liked him at Oklahoma State. And I was like, okay, this kid and when he came to the Pistons, I said, they're gonna come back. They got the right management, they got the right front office, they doing the right thing, they made the right move. Yeah, we have one in my town. I haven't been there yet, Corey Lindsay. There's one in Leesburg here. It opened about a year ago. I haven't checked it out yet, though. And they had another one here in Claremont that I think I seen a Jamaican place in Claremont. Yeah, I heard Jimmy is back because they couldn't get no takers. See, Pat Riley ain't giving that Hebrew away. He ain't just giving him away. He got to get something for him. And so Jimmy was like, gimme. And Pat said, nah. And Pat Riley said, nah, I ain't giving you. You're going to play for your contract. And that's it. See, that's it. So Jimmy is back, and they ain't gimme. They ain't gimme. I thought for sure he'd be going to Phoenix, but Pat Riley don't want Bradley Beal. And no third team would come up, apparently. They needed a third team that would take Bradley Beal, but they didn't get that. So, and Bradley Beal has to approve the third team. That's another problem. So everybody's stuck. Looks like that situation is stuck, man. But don't be surprised. Gimme Jimmy, once he starts to play, he gonna ball. He can't help it. He can ball. Gimme Jimmy can ball. He just hasn't been doing it this year. But come playoff time, y'all know very well. Gimme Jimmy starts the ball. He gonna ball. So good afternoon, G-Man 78. Well, he gonna start the ball. There's no doubt. And then you got still Tyler Hero and the rest of the crew, Bam Bam and all of the rest of them. They're gonna come back and do their thing. So I don't sleep on them. I'm just saying, don't sleep on the Heat. Don't sleep on them. And that young boy Jaime Vasquez, that boy could ball. So yeah. So yeah, I agree with you, Michael Everhart. But Jimmy's game was never based on athleticism and speed. It was based on strength and positioning, right? He's a position type guy. He knows how to get the footwork in there, and he's a position type ball player, and he gets himself in perfect position every time. He was never a 3-point shooter, which is why I say RJ Barrett is Jimmy 2.0 with a jump shot, because RJ could shoot better than Jimmy. But they got a similar body, the bully ball. Jimmy's the bully ball guy. So, yeah. If Philly get him out, I really ain't worried about Philly then. Philly done had everybody, man. Philly done had everybody, and they can't win. So I ain't worried about Philly. Embiid done messed them up. Yeah, Jimmy is stuck. Yeah, he is. He's stuck. He ain't messing with him. So he gonna have to opt out. I think he can opt out this summer, right? I think Jimmy can opt out this summer. I think he can. Let me just take a look. Let's take a look and Jimmy's financial situation. Whew, man, well, we like to have 1 month of Jimmy's salary. If we have 1 month of that boy, $50 million. That's all. Just give me 1 month. 1 month, I'll be happy. Give me 1 month of Jimmy. He's got what is it? He's got a player option for $52 million this summer. Which, if he wants to go someplace else, he needs to opt out and hope somebody gives him money. Now, if what's that boy's name? Now he's pro Knicks. The big dude. What's his name, y'all? The big dude on BSPN. If Perk is right, Perk said that Phoenix has 3 years, $120 million on the table for Jimmy. That's what he said. So if Phoenix could lose Beal, Perk said that they got a 3-year, $120 million offer on the table for Jimmy. So as soon as he gets there, he gets the money. So that means he opt out. Now, will Phoenix be able to get off of will they be able to get off of Bradley Beal? I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I think they locked in the Bill, man. I don't know if they can get rid of Bill. Oh, yeah, they man. Oh, Bill's got 50, 53, 57 over the next 3 years. They ain't getting rid of him. I mean, I don't know who's taking that. I don't know who's taking that. Yeah. I don't know who's taking that. So they got to move Bill. It'd be easier for them. I mean, they wouldn't do it, but it'd be easier for them to move Kevin Durant. Durant is going to be at 55 million next year, and then that's it. That's his final year. So if they wanted to switch Gimme Jimmy for Kevin Durant, which I wouldn't do, but that's their problem, right? See, that's why I've been saying for a few years now that the big three situation is played out, right? I told you it's played out. It's played out, man. LeBron, Bosh, and Wade, they did it, and everybody tried to keep doing it. It's played out. It's played out. It costs too much money. It's played out. Okay? You got to have players that make a little less willing to come together and win a chip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has a $57 million player option when he's 34. I think he'll take that money. I think he will. That big three stuff is played out. I mean, look, the Knicks right now, they don't have what you would call a big three, but they got a team that's financially in place for the next 3 years, right? So Gato is the big money. Then you got OG, he's 5 years, and then you got McCall coming up as the big thing coming up. And I don't think that's going to be a problem either. So you really got that. You got a nice bench. You really got a team that's set for a few years now. Okay. Yeah, Paul George is 3 years, 120 million, right? Paul George. I think they did the 3 year, $120 million with him. So they stuck, man. They stuck. Look at Philly here. They stuck with Paul George. Let me see. Paul George. Yup. He got 3 years, 4 years, 200 million. 4 years, 200 million. See, now, if you listen to Stephen A. Stupid, he would tell you, you do whatever you need to do to get Paul George. You do whatever you have to do to get him. Well, Philly did it. And look where it got them. It got them screwed. That's what it got them. It got them screwed. There's locked 49 million, 52 million, 54 million, 57 million. That's Paul George. He's 34 now. Then at age 35, he makes 51 million. Age 36, he makes 54 million. Age 37, they're going to be paying this boy $56.5 million. Is that what y'all wanted? See, if you listen to Stephen A. Stupid, you got to be stupid because he would have told you to do that. We got to go get him regardless. We got to send 5 players and 5 picks and go get him. No. No. What's up, Samuel Rios? Yes, Philly is screwed. Phoenix is screwed. I wouldn't say Miami is screwed because Pat Riley going to get something done. I don't know what, but he's going to get something done. I don't never count out Pat Riley. But Phoenix is done. And Philly is done. Philly was done as soon as they went and got Paul George for all that money. And Joel Embiid is a health risk of Mitchell Robinson proportion. Joel Embiid is in the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. And so he shouldn't have won the P the year that he got it. It should have been Joker that year. But anyway, it is what it is. They stuck. Trying to get the big three, they got big stuck. And ain't no X-Lax around to fix that. You can't do nothing about it. You're done. Okay, so that's it. Supreme Stream was up. Son from Brooklyn was up. If I ain't say hello, Coach Hauser, Samuel Rios. What's up with y'all? Oh, I got to get ready to go, man. I got my chicken. My chicken gonna be here any minute. I had homegirl bringing chicken, so it should be here any minute. Girlfriend talking about. All right. Yeah, it's raining men in Indiana. Yo, did y'all hear? Wait, did y'all hear what somebody coming in the door here? Did y'all hear what Beef Stew said to It's Raining Men? He said, you be playing with Legos. He said, "You be playing with Legos, sissy." Yeah. I said, Beef Stew told him to his face. Beef Stew told him that was the night he hit like 8 threes on Beef Stew in them. It's raining. It's raining, man. Oh gosh, man. Hey, anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with us for this little bit today. We getting ready to do this thing, and y'all please enjoy the game tomorrow, 3 p.m. at MSG. The Leprechaun comes back to town. It's about this time we do this thing tomorrow. Yeah, 2 times of fun. I might come on here tomorrow before the game. I ain't gonna front. I might come on here tomorrow before the game, and we could hang out a little bit and get hyped before the game, right? After the game, I'm a little out of space, so I don't want to do it then. But before the game, we might do that. Yeah, we might do that. Okay. Y'all, please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the football. Enjoy whatever. Be safe out there. Don't get in no trouble. Shalom.